Your man, G-Man for life.
And this is your boy, the one and only Cornerstone Kev, aka Star Child. And we're the hosts of the hit YouTube show, The Pod Couple.
Hey, please tune in on every Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, at 6:30. We'll be here to get you the latest buzz, rumors, gossip, and opinions on our beloved New York Knicks. There will be laughs and surprises.
But no tears. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and turn on the notification bell, and share this on social media and spread the word.
Again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you there.
And please say a prayer for us, because I don't know how I can deal with this guy right
there
here.
We go ad lib.
Really
See, this is what happens when we ad lib, right?
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your guy, City for Real. You know, the co-host of the Knicks at Night podcast. It's your boy. I'm chilling. The Blorange Cheers family is rocking. Y'all know what to do. Throw those orange and blues in the chat. Y'all know how it is. And maybe I will catch you on the next live. Let's get lit. Get that energy all the way up. Let's go New York Knicks. Holla.
Yo, you want to win your fantasy football league or what? You know what I mean? You ain't tired of finishing in fourth place? You ain't tired of dudes coming to you with whack trade offers and whatever trying to play you? Come on to the Dear Mr. Fantasy Football page. Our page on YouTube. We're gonna do position breakdowns and rankings. We're gonna talk some NFL football too. We're gonna get in depth. We'll do offensive line rankings, defensive line rankings, defensive rankings, all of that stuff, so you'll be prepared to put in your best lineup. Come through. Your man Uncle Freezy will be there. Come through, hang out with your man Uncle Freezy. Share, like, and subscribe later. Yo! What's good, party people in the place to be? I'm your man's Uncle Freezy, and welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Y'all know what it is. Knicks Freestyle, that joint where we going to take some topics and we going to chop it up the real way. You know what I mean? Let me introduce the hosts and the stars of y'all joint. First of all, it's the most well-dressed man in the business. Let me introduce y'all to one of the stars of the show, the Ghetto Intellect. Bam. What's good, fam?
Listen, to show you cats, we're trying to show these other channels how we do it in the off season. We're not suited and booted. It's the off season. That's what we're doing. This what happens on Knicks. We work on our golf game in the off season. That's what we do. Bring the big dog FreeKeith up.
Yo, and welcome everybody, the Ghetto Intellect. Storms can't hold him down. Y'all see my man. And yo, and without further ado, your man's celebrity status on social media, FreeKeith. What's good, family?
What's good? Look, man, it's a pleasure to be in front of you people, man. I'm excited. Let's do it. You see my man's GI, I gotta pull up to his level. Like, look at this cat. Like, don't worry, he got all the bail money. He got all the bail money.
Ain't nobody sitting in jail long nowhere.
Let's go, good people. Let's go.
So what's up? What we talking about tonight?
Yo, what's going down, Freezy? What's going down tonight in the hood? What's good?
So there's a topic that you introduced to us, which at the time that you mentioned it, it kind of blindsided me because it was such a well thought out question. Maybe something FreeKeith had in his bag. But GI, what he asked me was, yo, are we overestimating the impact of Kemba Walker and what he is going to bring to the table, knowing that this team belongs to Julius Randle and the front office is supporting Julius Randle 100%. Right? And when he mentioned that, I was like, oh my. Oh my. And our thirst for having a point guard and for a real point guard, I never even considered that. Because I've never been in a situation where we've had a good, potentially a great point guard situation, right? On a serious playoff contender. So I'm gonna pass it back to FreeKeith and see what he thinks about, is Kemba Walker a savior or a soldier?
See, like, first of all, like I like before anybody hit me with any like Kemba hate, you hate Kemba, like that's the furthest from the truth. Furthest from the truth. But what I see fans are doing, especially those fans who really dislike Randall for whatever reason that they dislike Randall. Like they look at the Kemba signing as like, okay, cool. Like this is about to be Kemba's team. This is about to be Kemba's team. And like he's taking over the pole position that Randall stuck his claim on. And I'm really kind of here to tell cats, like, I feel like if that's what you're looking for, you'll probably be disappointed. First off, I 100% believe that both Randall and Fournier was brought on to create extra spacing for Randall. And no two ways around it. They were brought on to help Randall, not to supplant Randall. And so, like, I feel like, you know, the fan expectations of like what Kemba is about to do, like I just don't want nobody feelings getting hurt preseason and opening day and coming into the early part of the season when they realize that like, oh, Randall's still running the team. But that's just me. What you got to say on the topic, Gi?
Great points, Keith, with that, especially with that supplement, not supplant. Here is what Kemba Walker brings to Julius Randle. First of all, Julius Randle, again, we got to keep reminding you, he signed a sweetheart deal. So when Freezy says management is committed to Randle, he stops one sentence short and forgetting that Randle committed to management too.
Fact.
There's a relationship there. And when players have relationships with management, it means different things. So that in and of itself tells you he was here to supplement, not supplant. That's why you were dead on par, my guy. Here is what Kemba brings to Julius Randle. He makes him a more efficient player. When they realize they have to double, I expect that we're going to play ball the exact same way we played last year if Julius Randle gets a rebound. If Julius Randle does not get a rebound and the ball ends up in Kemba's hand, then Julius will be okay with that. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Julius will be okay with that. You will then see the growth in Julius Randle. You will then see why he can play with another superstar player, and y'all can stop pigeonholing the man as a ball hog only. But he also gives somebody down the stretch, a ball handler. If the play breaks down, he will be okay with it going to Kemba's hand and getting out the way. And I got to be honest, I'm praying on that more than I know that to be fact. And FreeKeith already told you guys, and my last statement on the topic, that he will immediately create floor spacing and give Randall more room to operate. This is how
100%. 100%. That's like the increased floor spacing is what's the star of the show right now. That's the star of the show. With the increased floor spacing that we're going to see increased activity from both Randall and RJ. And I say Randall specifically because cats are going to point to like, oh, like his point totals are less. His point totals are going to be less than it was last season. Yup, it's going to be. But I bet you his assists going to be up. That's the only actual like solid number that I see probably increasing in his stats. Maybe rebounds, but like he has capable people to pass to, and I really feel like you talking about Randall. Randall is going to be. I'm calling in now. Randall's going to be like a eight assists per game cat. And
the only thing I wish you would say with that is that he's going to be a more efficient player.
And more efficient with the less. He's going to get a lower amount of shots, and he's going to be very much more proficient with those.
And that means more winning basketball. Excuse my left turn signal.
Regardless of what the hater's going to want to say. So, Sherwin, you think cats think that he's going to score more and have more points but have less assists? Nah.
He's going to be a more efficient player. He's going to have less turnovers, more assists, and his shooting percentage will increase.
It's definitely a shooting percent because he's going to be taking higher percentage shots and less of them. Like I'm saying, like he's definitely. Man, I have high hopes for this year. I have such high hopes for this year.
I'm worried about injury, and that's the only downside that Kemba brings to Julius Randle.
But the beauty of it, though, here's the beauty of it, is that injury to that position, unless it's catastrophic among like 2 or 3 people, injury to that position is not going to cripple us.
Yeah, but Quickley doesn't bring to the game with Kemba. None of those guys.
That's all right. Quickley is going to be playing. Quickly is going to be playing backup shooting guard, and that's on the second unit.
What I'm saying, when Kemba's out, Randall gets a tad bit more exposed, unless Rose.
Rose is obviously going to be filling in that spot then, and that's what I like about it because they're not dissimilar players.
But Rose was deferring to Randall a lot last year. He really did.
I mean, that was last season. This is another thing that I'm talking like this fully acclimated off season where they get to fully activate. Like I feel that this off season, coming out of this off season, we're going to see a totally different level of gameplay coming out of this off season. And the
would y'all mind if I ask y'all a question?
Sure.
So it's twofold. Well, I have 2 questions actually. How do y'all feel about the leadership aspect of adding Evan Fournier and Kemba to help Julius Randle lead this team through an 82 game schedule, as opposed to what specifically happens on the court, right? And also, do you think the addition of Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker will decrease the amount of bailout shots that Julius Randle had to take last year without offensive weapons on the floor? You remember those times where 4 seconds left on the shot clock?
You're not watching the show, huh? We just addressed that.
No. I'm saying it. Okay.
No, we clearly said Kemba and Fournier makes him a more efficient player. He's going to take better shots, especially down the stretch. He'll have somebody he can defer to. He don't have to, especially if a play breaks down. He can allow Kemba to create.
And he doesn't, and he doesn't have to be that clutch guy.
Oh, okay. So maybe I was thinking about it in a different way because what I remember from last season is late in games and late in shot clock situations, Cats would throw a bad pass across the court to Julius Randle with 3 seconds left on the shot clock and force him to take a contested shot with say a second left on the shot clock. And I'm guessing about 40% of the time he made it. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know, in that same situation, Kobe Bryant, the great Kobe Bryant for his career, made those shots at 38%. Right? And so I guess what I'm getting at is I guess what I'm getting at is do you see Julius Randle being able to be the closer for this team down the stretch, knowing that he won't have to face like double and triple teams against an elite defender and weak side defenders coming his way? Is that
if we got a team that can keep the defense, like if we got a full team that can keep the defense honest, then I'm not mad at the ball in Julius Randle's hands in the last couple seconds. If we have a team that can keep the defense honest, because most guys in the league, especially even power forwards, one-on-one, I'm betting on Julius. So if you can keep the defense honest enough so that he's not being doubled and triple teamed, I'm very confident with the ball in his hands in the last 5 seconds.
And that starts with that floor spacing we was talking about. Cass wasn't really feeling me, but that's why I'm big on IQ, and I feel like IQ, different than other shooters on the team, IQ has a quality to me that's going to be like it might be years to come or this, that, and the other, but like he's going to have a Dame type effect on basketball games.
Wow.
And I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about he'll be exactly Dame, score as much as Dame, but I'm talking about like the thing that makes Dame dangerous is that you have to guard him, especially in pressure situations. You have to guard him from the logo. Because he might hit that thing. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I feel like. I feel like Quickley is going to have that kind of impact. Like you gotta guard. Like it's winding down. Quickley is in. Like you gotta guard him from the logo because he might hit that thing.
Wow.
That's the effect that I see IQ having. That's just me though.
Wow. I'm blown away by that.
Why?
I need to listen because
I see what he's doing already. His first year, like I'm not even saying like it's super phenomenal and spectacular, but like, do you see his confidence shooting from like 10 feet away from the 3-point line?
Wow, I need to hear more of this. I'm gonna get out of the way. I need to hear more.
No, you gotta hear. I said it all. It ain't nothing to be said more. Who got something different to say? I don't even see nobody saying nothing different in the chat.
No, I'm not saying, for the record, I'm not saying that you need to sway me. What I'm saying is this is my first time hearing something in that vein, and I like it. And I need to hear more.
I want to hear discussion on it. Like, am I off? Like, am I off from what I'm seeing and like what I'm saying? My expectation leads me to.
Let's defer to GI then. GI, what do you think?
It's just first of all, Dame's 31. He maybe came into his own at 28. So 6 years. Quickley's gonna keep working.
Quickley don't do nothing but go to church and play basketball. Quickley don't do nothing but go to church and play basketball, yo.
I think that might be accurate.
That's all. But I do. If it's gonna be anybody on the team, it's gonna be him. That's for sure. The other cats don't move like Dame.
Yeah, that's I'm talking about moving specifically like that. Like specifically like that. We all like every team don't have distant shooters, yo. Every team don't have distant shooters. And I'm not talking about 3-point shooters. Every team got a 3-point shooter or two. But like every team don't got like distance shooters, yo.
Are you saying
That's a
But with
special
Dame, it's not
quality.
just with Dame, it's
That's
not just a distant shooting though. With Dame, it's this ability to get it off the dribble, and that for
and
Quickley.
that's what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't see IQ pull up. Y'all ain't see IQ pull up from deep, off the dribble, confident, and that joint all water. You ain't see that yet?
No, Keith, no.
You haven't seen that from IQ yet?
No, where he got a man in front of him, and the man scared.
You haven't seen that from IQ yet?
What you see is the man trying to push him to the hole because he knows IQ is not a great finisher.
You haven't seen IQ do a running pull up 3 in front of his defender. You haven't seen that?
I don't want him doing running pull up 3s, Keith.
I feel you. I'm not saying like every play got to be that same play. I'm talking about his ability to do it. If I see something, if it's your freshman year, your rookie season, and I see you do something 3-4 times, I gotta and execute it those times. I got to assume that going further, I'm gonna see that more in further. Is that incorrect to assume? Will he stop working on that?
Wow, I need to hear more of this. I like this.
Those guys just
Will he stop working on that?
Those guys just have much better. Remember, he's not that young. Those guys just have much better handles. Steph Curry, Dame, they have much better handles at.
Yeah, much better. That's why I said I didn't say that he would exactly be Dame. I'm talking about Dame's effect. How you got to pick Dame up, if the game is tight in his end, you have to guard Dame from the logo. You have to. You have to.
I'm less worried about.
I'm talking about stuff like that. That opens up the floor. That opens up the floor. If Dame had more than just CJ McCollum, your Dame would have a chip right now. If Dame had a Randall with CJ, Dame would have a chip right now.
The reason I'm going to bow out of this discussion is because you and I value Dame for different reasons. I don't value him because he could step across the 3-point, the half court and hit that. I value him because he really has triple threat, and when he gets going, if he's getting to the bucket, he can do that. If he in the mid range, he can do that. So it's different.
I give you that. I give you that. And again, I point to the fact that I said that he is. I'm not saying that he is going to be Dame, that he is going to be doing everything it is that Dame does. I'm talking about
one aspect. You're talking about just one aspect of Dame.
The aspect of Dame that makes him such a threat that he has to be picked up. You cannot ignore him even running into the half court. You gotta pick him up. That is the effect I'm talking about. He's gonna have.
And the fact that you got to do that though, Keith, it makes Dame unstoppable because you can't stop him going to the bucket. You can't stop him if he gets you to the hole. But IQ has none of that other stuff.
See, I'm looking at it from more of a team aspect. That's why I said effect on the team. That ability to stretch the floor out that far, brother. That's no small thing.
But you're saying with the ball in his hands. If IQ today has the ball in his hands out that far, I'm gonna let him stretch me because I want him doing other things. That's the only problem I can't get past the comparison.
What do you mean? You see cats, he got to be guarded. He's guarded. He gets guarded.
And they push him to the hole. They always got IQ dribbling under duress. They don't let them be comfortable with the ball.
But now
they
you
know
got perimeter people to pass to. So imagine like IQ got a Burks to pass to. IQ got a Rose to pass to
I'm
on his
tapping out.
unit.
I'm tap you passionate. I'm tapping out of this one because I'm not that passionate about
Look
it.
at look at look at
I'm feeling it. I love
look
I
it.
at
just
look
know
at what you call
factually.
it. Look at
I just
even
know
Obi.
factually
He
it
even
ain't.
got an Obi. He even got an Obi. Obi looking like he hitting now too. Like he got an
Yeah, but
Obi
the
to pass
problem
for.
is you said he has one aspect like Dame's. That's shoot. Now you went to dribbling. Then you went
I
to
didn't go to
passing.
dribbling. I just
Well,
said who he had a position. I said who he had people to pass to. I didn't say anything. I didn't say
I'm
anything about his
gonna
dribble
tell you why
handle
you
being.
had to. But let me tell you why you had to imply dribbling. Because what I said was what you responded to. I said when IQ comes across half court, you're
They
right.
push him to the hole.
Right. And then you said he has people to pass to.
Yeah,
He
meaning
first
that
has to.
he doesn't have to get shuffled to the hole. Like he can confidently pass out of that.
Yes, but the problem is he has to. Can we agree he has to dribble first before he can pass? Because he just got across half court.
It's not like he's a negative dribbler.
His passing, his assist was horrible. His assist to turnovers was
So,
horrible.
but do you watch his passing? Like his passing
Yeah,
isn't like it's
he
it's
jumped.
not horrible.
He jumps the pass. He's not highly efficient passer, Keith. I'm just
So
saying.
does
I don't want to doubt. You
D
turn, but
Rose.
see, that's
D
where
Rose jumps
you
the pass
put me.
too.
But see, this is when Knick fans do this to ourselves, Keith. I gotta be honest. You just did some classic Knick stuff today. You just took a Knick player that is growing, that we love, and you just compared him to the elite. I mean, I don't know why it had to
I compared him to the elite in one like me saying I didn't say he's there now. I said like when it's all said and done, I believe that IQ will have a Dame-like effect on the game. That's what I said. I specifically mentioned that I don't think that that's where it is now. But his rookie performance leads me to I wouldn't even say well, I guess it's assumed.
Hold on. First
But
of all, timeout because stupid videos, stop videos. I think it's stop, not stupid. I can't forget, but that's the homie. No. What I said was IQ is deadly from pull up 3-point, deadly to the point where they're not giving it. They don't give it to him when he pulls up with the ball up. His man comes up on him because what you want him to do is drive to the hole because he really does jump. He jump passes a lot, Keith. He jump passes a lot. Go ahead. Let me get it off because I'm off this. I love IQ too much to keep going down this road.
oh no, this is nothing negative. Like like you act like this ain't nothing negative on IQ or negative or positive. This is just something that I pointed out as like a forward reaching like thought process about the kid IQ. And just like from his rookie performance, the confidence that he showed doing certain things that just let me know that like, oh, year 5 IQ is going to be dangerous from those particular things.
To know what IQ is going to be, I just prefer to keep Dame out of that for right now. That's all.
Okay, Bodega, but Dame also played more minutes than IQ. I'm not saying that, it'd be hard to like have any nuance with cats sometimes. Like nobody is saying that this dude is as good as Dame, man. Nobody is saying that this dude is as good as Dame. Cause all I'm saying is that like in before it's all said and done, IQ will affect the game. And when I say all said and done, I mean like by the end of his career, or you know what I'm saying, by his prime, years from now, he will be the type of player that has an effect on the game like Dame has. And cats will call Dame great all they want. Like they're like, he don't got no hardware. Like he alright. He ain't proved he ain't proved all that much yet, yo. I love Dame. I like him a lot, but let's
What
get
allows
like,
me to be cool on Dame Lillard is the
huh?
fact that he's 30. The fact that what allows me to be cool on Dame Lillard and not get all excited and even look forward to him being a New York Knick is because he's 31 years old. He is not his
I'd love him
timeline.
to be a Knick.
His timeline is not on par with our timeline. It really
Or not the youth. No, not the youth. If he was on the
wouldn't
team
make sense.
now, it would be. If he was here right now, it would be on par with our timeline.
Yeah, but the problem is what it would cost to get him to here now. With Nick. Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
I'm not even gonna jump back down that hole. I'm not even like, I'm just saying, like, timeline wise. Like, if he was here, this would be we would definitely be on the timeline if he was here right now.
And if he was here, we'd be talking about how we can win the Eastern Conference. Let's be real.
Eastern Conference, dude. If he was here, like, I mean, I'm just more confident in I think
Listen,
maybe
you
I'm
got to
just
get past the East. Listen, man, there's real competition. You want to get past the East, and then you start looking at
no doubt.
one step at a time.
To me, defense is what's like, defense gets us past the East. Ain't no way. I don't see us outscoring, like trying to outscore like the Nets. Like, defense gonna have to get us past those games.
And I'm glad you just said that. And how you gonna do that at 6'7" at the wings?
Oh, here you go.
Four series in a row.
Here you go.
Yeah, so I just
That's to let you know defense won't get it done for you.
Hey,
defense will get it done. Like, as long as Tibbs here, defense is going to get it done.
Well, true that. I just want to say something to FreeKeith's point, because this is not FreeKeith just going out in the wilderness by himself on some kind of treasure hunt. What he said is based in fact, right? And so, you know me, if FreeKeith was out there on the island by himself, I'd have reeled him in and said, "Hey, man, what you doing?" But FreeKeith has something that I can support with data. And here is the data that we can use to support FreeKeith's argument. Right? And so just off of what things look like initially, and these are stats from Steph Curry, Immanuel Quickley, and Damian Lillard's first seasons in the NBA, right? And just by looking at them, you would assume, like, well, of course we know Steph Curry is better. But at age 21, you didn't know Steph Curry was going to be Curry GOAT. You didn't know that.
Curry GOAT.
Yeah, you didn't know Steph Curry was going to be this good from day one. We were like, hey, man, this kid lucky if the defense can get a hand on that skinny, scrawny kid, he won't be able to put up numbers like this for long. And then he started getting injured. And then so you were like, yeah, this ain't going to last right here because this dude is frail. He don't have an NBA body. And then 1,000 years later, not only did he put these numbers up, he got better at it, right? And if you look at Damian Lillard's first year in the NBA, he was a year older, right? A year older, which is no knock on Damian Lillard, but shooting 42.9% from the field is not really impressive. It's good. It's okay. But it's not enough for me to knock Immanuel Quickley's first season, where Immanuel Quickley shot 39.5% from the floor. But if you look at their three-point percentage, to FreeKeith's credit, what he said about Immanuel Quickley may become a weapon. There is something to this. I'm not saying that he's 100. I'm not saying FreeKeith is 100% right, because I need more.
There is going to be a game that IQ wins for us with a pull-up three from like 6 feet away from the 3-point line. That he pulls up and hits on like the last 4 seconds, and I'm gonna straight look at all of y'all with the gas face.
I'm just saying that what he said is not baseless. It does have, it does have merit. And what it is when he mentioned pulling up on deep threes, right? As a young player, right? Because I think when we do our comparison, year one comparison to other guys, what happens is we forget that those other guys had year ones also, right? Damian Lillard didn't come into the NBA as a 6-year veteran. He stepped into the NBA as a rookie. And so if you take his rookie numbers, Steph Curry's rookie numbers, Immanuel Quickley's rookie numbers, you can at least, do a comparison. I'm not saying that Immanuel Quickley is going to be these guys. It's not what I'm saying.
And that's not what I'm saying either.
And that's what I was going to say. And that's not what FreeKeith is saying. But in terms of a skill set that might be shared by these three men, you could say
that not many people in the league have.
Right.
That one skill set is one that is very rare in the league. That pulling up, like the pull up from the logo, dude, every team don't have a guy that can pull that off, bro. Every team don't have that.
If Quickley handles don't improve, this whole, I don't know what the heck is.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. Like, he's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
Can I please finish? I don't know what's on the screen. I don't know why Immanuel Quickley is being compared to these two men. These other two men handles are elite. What we're doing right now is very irresponsible, but look, get it off. That's the show. Let's do it.
Well, for one,
but those are things that we're not even talking. But we're not even. We're not comparing those things that you're talking about.
Steph Curry did not enter the NBA with elite handles.
I'm talking specifically shooting. I'm talking about specifically pulling up from range. That's what I'm talking about.
Immanuel Quickley has no handles, guys, and y'all making me say this is unfair.
It's not like nobody's talking about the handles though. IQ, GI. It's not the handles. It's the pull up. It's the pull up shot from range, my guy. That's what I'm talking about.
All I'm saying is it's documented that Steph Curry worked on his handles from year 3 to year 6 every summer.
I don't think that his handles may ever get as good as Damian Lillard's handles. Like, I'm not even claiming that.
Right.
All I'm saying is his ability to pull up from super range is going to increase. That's what I'm saying.
And Bodega Wi-Fi hit the nail on the head, hit the hammer. Hit the nail on the head with the hammer. Alec Burks is getting more minutes.
How? He's the 3. He's going to be the 3 on the second unit.
He's absolutely getting more minutes than IQ.
How?
Probably
he's already playing
more minutes a game. You what?
He's playing on the same second unit with IQ. How is he getting more minutes?
Yeah. And the other thing too is
because he's going to be the 3. He's going to be the 3 to IQ's 2.
IQ's not on the second team. IQ's on the third team. In fact, Alec Burks
is IQ on the third.
Alec Burks is the 6th man off the bench with Rose.
Alec Burks is the backup 3, though.
Yeah, I don't.
He's not hearing the 3.
You're not hearing me. Either way.
IQ don't play the 3. He's playing the 2. He's going to be the backup 2.
Ain't Alec Burks 6'4"?
Alec Burks is 6'6".
Bro, he's going to be the backup. Alec Burks is the backup 3, and IQ is the backup 2. What are you talking about?
Right, and I can't believe that people in the chat say Steph Curry stepped into the NBA with elite level handles.
Bro, we can show you video. We can show you video of rookie Steph Curry because see what you forget, Freezy, is his jumper was so wet. He had moves off of his head fake. IQ doesn't even have that. And I don't know why we're doing this.
It's because
wait. So Anthony D. So you haven't already seen him shoot pull-ups from range?
No, he can shoot pull. He's one of the.
No. This cat Anthony D said, without a handle, you don't get that deep pull-up 3. That's a lie.
Right.
That's incorrect. Because if it is that IQ doesn't have a handle, he's already shown us the pull-up 3 from deep.
That will not be his go-to move.
Am I waking up, Bodega?
That will never be IQ's go-to move.
Okay.
if he
Why?
don't have handles. It will be
Dude,
something he can get off if
these
people
are
aren't
all
paying attention.
amazing things to see
Oh, you
from a
gotta let me
rookie.
finish, Keith.
These
Because
are
I'm
all
spitting
amazing
facts.
things to see from a rookie, though.
You're not hearing me. It's your
Okay.
comparison. We're not taking away from how great IQ is and his trajectory. It's the comparison you guys got on the screen right now. We shouldn't be doing this.
Comparison and trajectory are two different things. I'm not comparing them to say that they're equivalent players. I'm saying his trajectory in terms of effect on the game
You can't
for that
compare it.
particular thing is going to be on par.
You
That's
can't
all I
compare year one.
said.
You can compare year one guys.
No, you can't put IQ in those guys' class. You got to put IQ in a
Why?
what's my man?
Trae Young.
Lou Williams. Lou Williams don't got
Why?
amazing handles,
But
but his
why?
handles
If
grew.
he's
He
putting
didn't
up,
have amazing handles in the
but
beginning.
if he's putting up percentages that are comparable to those guys' first years, why is it such a crazy thing to compare them?
Because he's lucky he got to play with Julius Randle. If IQ didn't get to play with a Julius Randle, there's no way he gets to do this.
IQ might have gotten more
These other-
minutes if he wasn't playing. He might have gotten more minutes if he wasn't playing with Julius Randle.
On a bad team, IQ
Yo,
may
even
have
with
been
those
in the rookie of the
percentages,
year
Freezy,
conversation.
look up the times.
Yo,
Like,
you
how
guys
much,
are
how much
crazy.
time
On a
how much
bad
time
team with IQ's turnovers.
how much time did IQ play versus Dame and Steph those 2
They
years?
played
Those
way
same
more
years.
minutes than him.
That's
way
what I'm
more
saying.
minutes
They
than
played
him.
way more minutes than him.
Right. So if he would have had to play more minutes, he would have been
Sans
more.
Randall, if IQ came to a worse team, he'd be playing more minutes.
And would be getting worse stats. You guys didn't see.
Why?
Because he was limited with his handles.
It's
He was
all
a
in
turnover.
how you use. It's all in how you use a cat.
IQ had two options.
He got a sick floater.
IQ had two options: shoot the ball or turn it over. Those were his main two options once he got going downhill.
What do you mean? So that floater wasn't
what
hitting?
games you watch. I can't know as much basketball as I pretend to know. Watched as many times as I watch IQ play, and ignore how many times he got stuck in the air with the bat.
Yes, but like, what about? But he also has a decent floater.
He had a decent floater that they figured out, and it's still going to be his go-to move.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all of this, yes, they're going to figure him out. They figured out knots. Like
Tibbs said it best. Every time he let that ball go, it might go in. But when you talk about these other guys scoring at multiple levels, IQ is not remotely ready to score at multiple levels in him.
Uncle Freezy, correct me if I'm wrong, but did I even say that?
No, I didn't.
I don't recall even mentioning that.
What are you
even discussing?
Because
I didn't even mention that. That's not
because
I
of what I just
something,
said, and you
let
agree
me talk.
with.
Let me talk. I mentioned something very specific. Very specific. It wasn't. I mentioned a very specific skill set. I mentioned a very specific skill of thing that I was talking about. I even said that, no, I'm not saying before I even start. I'm not saying that he's going to be as good as Dame or what you call it as Dame. I was talking about one specific
impact.
Yes, with that skill set.
That can't fly.
Skill set. How Dame impacts a game that you have to watch. There's other cats with good handles. There's other cats with dope handles that you don't have to pick up from the half court. I'm telling you.
And what I'm saying is, what you refuse. Well, I will at least know that you heard me. Well, we will agree to disagree, but I want to at least make sure you heard me. He cannot have the impact that Dame has. We should be picking another player to compare him to, because when you and I agree to disagree,
I'm talking about the danger of his shooting. The danger of his shooting.
Let him finish. FreeKeith, let him finish. Let him finish. Yeah,
but he's misrepresenting my point.
But he's trying to. But GI is trying to get to a place, and we keep cutting him off. Okay, since he didn't want to go, I'll say this. I don't see where the harm is when you can compare first round pick guards at 6'3" that have a skill set of shooting deep threes. I see where
one skill set I'm talking about. One skill set.
That's it. And then when you compare them, it's like you could just you compare the 6'2", 6'3", first round pick guards, you know what I'm saying, and their 3-point percentage in their rookie season. That's it. Nothing else. Because you can't project. You can so Damian Lillard and Steph Curry are Hall of Fame guards. They're gonna moonwalk into the Hall of Fame. But you don't know that about Immanuel Quickley yet. He only played one season. And if a Knicks fan says that Immanuel Quickley is not going to the Hall of Fame, I don't know if you a Knicks fan, bro, because you can't project people's career. You can't.
Now you're taking it someplace else.
But hear me out on it. You don't know what people's potential is, because Jimmy Butler got picked 30th. After Jimmy Butler got picked 30th, and Jimmy Butler is going to be a Hall of Fame player, right?
He's going to be Hall of Fame?
Yes. Jokic got picked in the second round, and based on his production right now, Jokic looks like he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, definitely.
Right? So just because Quickley got picked at 23 or 25 or whatever, we keep getting it mixed up. Wherever Quickley got picked at, we can't say just because he's ours that he's not going to have a great career. I don't know why Knicks fans always do that. Another team's player, if they get picked in the second round, they're a jewel. If we pick a guy in the second round, he a bum. We always do that, man. Why though?
Freezy always take it. Always take it super far.
I always take it there. Like,
always take it super far.
Don't let Uncle Freezy get it, because he's gonna take
nobody wasn't even talking about it. It's so crazy.
What I'm saying is just the one thing that you mentioned, and I think I know I did too, but just the one thing you mentioned, I may have taken it too far. The one thing you mentioned was the fact that he can shoot deep from range, right? And I may have taken it to the extreme, but I wanted to hear more on that, because people
that skill set, that particular skill set, is all I'm saying is that something that is a very rare commodity in the NBA. And I'm not just talking about shooting threes. Like, every team got a cat who can shoot threes. But every team don't got a cat that can shoot threes confidently from like 10 feet away from the 3-point line. Now, the fact that he did it, the fact that he was doing them so confidently his rookie year, leads me to believe that he won't stop working on it. So, like, 5th year IQ is probably going to be light years better than rookie IQ at that particular trait. No?
Right. We'd assume.
A comfortable conservative assumption of somebody working on something that they're already decent at.
And so the reason why I wanted to hear more is because I saw Tom Thibodeau take a Derrick Rose that was shooting 33% from 3 in Detroit on decent volume, right? Bring him to New York, and Derrick Rose shot 41% from 3. Just by Tibbs getting him better looks from 3. Not talking about shot form and touch.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is Tibbs took guys that took bad threes in other situations, put them in his offense where they got good looks at 3, and they had career years from 3.
Yep.
Right. And it's Julius Randle. You can point to Julius Randle, who went from 29% to 41%. RJ Barrett went from 30% to 40%. Derrick Rose went from 33% to 41% with the Knicks. Now, Derrick Rose didn't end up at that number, but his numbers improved just based on Tibbs' offense and shot selection. Right. And so to assume that Immanuel Quickley won't go from 38, almost 39% to in the upper 40s, it might be us, self-deprecating, because, what I'm saying, we just assume that the sky is falling for the Knicks. And I'm not putting that point on anybody. This is what I'm saying about myself, right? This is what I'm saying about myself. Hey, so G.I., listen, man, I wasn't bashing with what you were saying, right?
No, I'm good with I'm good with a debate. I just want to be able
get my point out. If I get my point out, then there's no sense. I can't debate if I can't get my point out. So I just tap out. I didn't like the conversation anyway because it sounds like he bashing Quickly. So the whole thing. But I think we just had a responsibility to make sure we cleaned it up. And I think we cleaned it up. We good. I got a conference call with my daughter's track coach at college. Zoom call 8:30. So I gotta hop off.
Hey man, I hope everything go well.
Yeah, he'll go great.
Good stuff.
I'll
be talking. She's already in.
Oh man, my daughter. I have 2 daughters in Division I program.
Okay.
Wow. I had
Congrats.
one son.
Good luck.
I had one son at Clemson, but I don't even talk. Hey man, you got me Trump, bro.
Now them track dreams run strong. The Lord's been good to us, man.
Oh yeah. If you want to be fast, come from New Jersey.
Nah, just have fast twitch muscles. Be blessed with fast twitch muscles. and somebody who really knows how to teach you how to train for an event, and life is good. But let me run. I don't want to hear no crap.
Peace.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. So I'm feeling what FreeKeith is saying. I'm on board. I'd like to hear more. To be honest with you, I think it's rare that a Knicks content creator actually does a deep dive into the obvious, but bring out points that are undiscovered. Right? I like this.
It's just more of an investigation of the we look at what it is that we're missing, or what it is that we need, or what it is that we've been good at. And I feel like as freshman rookie candidates, IQ has shown a very Cats talk about how he draws the fouls and this, that, and the other. I feel like his approach to that approach, just even coming in from the first game, thinking like that, shows us a different level of basketball maturity that he has. And it gets annoying or this, that, and the other. But I like that his mind is thinking like that. And those little things that he does, being able to shoot from range. From the range that he has exhibited that he can shoot from. If he can increase that efficiency, do you know how dangerous that one skill set makes him? What did Reggie Miller have over us besides a shot? Was he manning dudes down in the post? What was he doing that was killing us?
Yeah, I feel you.
Was he a 3-level scoring threat?
Was he dunking on people?
Was he dunking on cats wild crazy? No, he was a scoring threat from range. It happens in the league. You don't need to be Kyrie, handle like Kyrie to be a threat from range.
Right. No doubt. I think it's FreeKeith though. The thing is with Knicks fans though, is for one, we think we know everything. So with new information, we have to diss it first and then accept it. Right? This is FreeKeith talking about. And then 2 weeks later, people are gonna be like, yo, this kid, Immanuel Quickley is deadly from deep range. And then you're gonna be like, yo, I tried to tell you that 2 weeks ago. And nah, that's my idea. Why FreeKeith? So this is how it works on Twitter. Somebody says something smart, it gets dissed for about 3 weeks, and then a month later, somebody takes that same idea and claims it to be theirs. I'm just saying. But
then when you have it on wax, you know what I'm saying? There's not much you could really say.
Well,
the internet lasts forever, and this joint is recorded.
Right. No doubt. So the point that you made about Immanuel Quickley, though, I think is one where Knicks fans are not used to having a young, dynamic guard burst on the scene from day one. I think what happened is we're used to getting a guard that develops slowly over time, and you get used to him. And you remember Tony Douglas?
Yep.
You know, how we were like, what in the world is a Tony Douglas? You remember Langston Galloway? What in the world is a Langston Kadeem Allen? What in the world is a Kadeem Allen? But Immanuel Quickley came in and broke the mold from day one. He's like, no, I'm not like them guys. I'm different. I offer a dynamic that you have not seen in New York. First of all, I'm stepping out here more confident than the star player. You're like, what?
And Bodega, I'm sorry, Paul, sorry to interrupt real quick. Bodega, IQ is a shooting guard, not a point guard. So you're incorrect there. But go ahead.
But you know Tibbs wants to see Quickley at point guard, bro.
Does he?
Who you see who started at point guard in the summer league?
Okay.
If he wanted Quickley to be a shooting guard, right? If he wanted Quickley to be a shooting guard,
if he's going to be a point guard, then he's not going to get. He's getting scraps worth of playing time. No, he's got to be a shooting guard to get any playing time.
I think it's going to be a combination of both. Play some, be the secondary ball handler with Derrick Rose, like what you mentioned with the second unit, Derrick Rose, Quickley, Alec Burks being the 3-guard kind of thing, with Burks more playing the 3 than the 2.
Yeah, Keyshawn, I don't really dig IQ as a point guard.
Yeah, I don't. But you got to. But he offers a dynamic where you have to put him on the floor, because at the end of the day, we don't care about him making an all-star game as a point guard. We care about winning.
This is the truth.
I mean, to me that's more important than anything else. But I like the fact that you went there about IQ, and the chat got stirred up because you took them out of their comfort zone and made them focus on something. Deep range shooting. Now here's the thing: do you think he can improve as that deep range shooter? Like what's going to make Quickley improve off that deep range shooting?
Better handle.
Okay.
Which I think he can work on and improve.
Okay.
But also the spacing that's going to be created is going to help him too.
Yeah.
It's going to help that particular skill set as well. As the more that we can scatter the defense across the court, man, it opens up a world of possibilities for cats with specific skill sets.
I agree. I agree. And I will take it one step further. I brought up this point. And Coach Mike, who we both reached out to on Twitter a few days ago, brought up a point in the video that he made. He said the combination of RJ Barrett and Elfrid Payton only took 16 3-point attempts out of the pick and roll last season. And that is usually what teams take in. Now, this is through 72 games. And that is what most teams take in a half of NBA basketball. So the fact that Elfrid Payton only took 5 3-point attempts in 72 games. 5 in 72 games.
Wait, he only took 5 3-point attempts? That's not true.
No, out of the pick and roll.
Oh, okay, got you.
5 3-point attempts out of the pick and roll, right? And that's still absurd, right? That's absurd. RJ Barrett only took 11 out of the pick and roll, right? Because basically what happened is teams' defenses went under, and they still didn't shoot the 3. Because if the defender goes over the top, now you have the odd man rush going to the basket where you can hit your lob threat. You can hit cats in the corner for the corner 3s because defenses collapse, or you can throw up your floater. So now you add Immanuel Quickley to that equation. If you give Immanuel Quickley the green light to shoot that 3 out of the high pick and roll, if the defense goes under, then now you have a more efficient Immanuel Quickley and a more efficient Obi Toppin, who more than likely would be the screener in that situation.
Obi, Randall, and RJ are going to be and Mitch are going to be the major beneficiaries of all the spacing that's about to be created.
Yo, hey, FreeKeith, I'm about to have a meltdown because of what Keyshawn put on the screen. I'm trying not to have a meltdown right here. I'm trying not to have a meltdown, bro.
I mean, he got a slight little point, but I feel like the increased spacing would take a lot more pressure off of RJ, and it might increase his finishing. But like he's got a point.
Well, the reason why he says that though is because if RJ can finish at the basket amongst the trees, right? But bro, what we just said was Elfrid Payton and RJ Barrett only took 16 3-point attempts out of the pick and roll because the defender went under, right? It went under the screen. That means the big that is playing and the man are going underneath the screen. So when RJ turns down that three and goes to the basket, he's being defended by the weak side defender, right? The dude that went under the screen and the big that was attached to the big that set the screen. RJ Barrett goes, what man you know is going to finish 1-on-3 at the basket? I'm saying this to Keyshawn. Keyshawn, think about what I'm telling you, bro. We keep saying RJ Barrett can't finish. Bro, no NBA player is going to finish at a high percentage when it's 3-on-1 at the rim with two bigs.
All I want is more situations with RJ or Randall 1-on-1 with somebody in the paint. 90% of the league 1-on-1 versus Randall, I'm betting on Randall.
Every day. All day long. All day long.
Just give me more scenarios that cause that.
Just give me, because this is the thing. This is the thing that I want people to realize. When we play the Washington Wizards,
yeah, Knox doesn't think he should be though.
Yeah, right, right. And so here's the thing, Freaky. When we play the Washington Wizards, I love the matchup of Davis Bertans guarding Julius Randle 1-on-1. Give me that all day. Can I have more? Can I have Rui Hachimura guarding Julius Randle? Can I have Danny and
Julius already son Sabonis? I'd love to see it again.
Who want Julius Randle in 1-on-1? Can somebody in the chat? So I'm taking out the outlier, right? So I'll take out Davis Bertans as the weakest defender against Julius Randle, and I'll take out the Greek Freak as the best defender against Julius Randle. Who in between them is going to stop Julius Randle 1-on-1? And the chat is quiet. The chat is quiet.
Cricket. Dude, like cats don't want to realize it, but like he's a top power forward in the league.
Yes. No doubt. And based on how the NBA voted last year, Julius Randle is a top 3 power forward. Everybody, the NBA voted, put it out there themselves. Julius Randle's a top 3.
Knicks fans, it's Knicks fans that don't want to accept that.
Right, Knicks fans, we hate.
We can't have nothing nice.
Right. And I know these things, these facts, these statements that we throw out there seem ridiculous, right? Because the nerds are the data nerds, and I'm one of them. The data nerds are gonna be like, most of them are gonna be like, well, the data says Julius Randle, blah 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 blah, right? And then the coaches are gonna be, the basketball players are gonna be like, well, the eye test says, and even with all of that stuff, Julius Randle was 24, 10, and 6. I'm just saying.
I'm just waiting for this season to open up so I can start side-eyeing people.
I think we need to get a list of names and start.
Oh, I got my list going. I got lists. I got tweets pinned. I got everything. I'm just waiting. Just waiting.
Right. Right. Because even the Atlanta Hawks, right? Even the Atlanta Hawks were like, yo, Gallinari can't guard Julius Randle one-on-one. So what we'll do is we'll put Gallinari on him. We'll shadow with DeAndre Hunter, and then have Clint Capella spot on him.
And with nobody else on the court that they really needed to guard, they could all get like Randall was out there playing 1-on-4
every night.
He was out there playing 1-on-4 basketball.
Every night.
Give my man some space. Give me like we got now. He's gonna be playing with two other cats that's gonna need to be guarded. One of them gonna need to be doubled. I want to see what's about to go on now.
Right. And so our thing is this. Hey, so Duke says he making the roster for 2. Hey man, thank you. So shout out to Hadouken Sharon's No Life Pod. Make sure y'all check that out. Subscribe to his
Word. Good kid right there.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check out his stuff. Contribute in a positive way. Subscribe to his channel. Smash the like button. Share on socials.
Hadouken is definitely the homie.
Yep. Yeah. Major contributor to this channel. Major contributor to this channel, man. And make sure that y'all check out his stuff on Hadouken Sharon's No Life Pod. We're gonna get together Saturday night and rock and roll. We're gonna do something Friday night also, but Saturday night we're gonna recap the all-time draft. But not to take away from FreeKeith's point. FreeKeith, I think what you did just now with the Immanuel Quickley thing is about to set the Knicks universe on fire. And the reason why is because we basically dug Immanuel Quickley's grave already for him, or asked him to dig it himself. Like, hey, Quickley, hey, I'll put this hole in the ground right here for me, because we added Miles McBride, Kemba Walker, Quentin Grimes, and with those additions, with the new additions, and I said it to myself that not the new addition like Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, but the new additions. You know what I'm saying? We were quick to bury Immanuel Quickley, but it was like I was gonna say it first, and then when I heard FreeKeith say something new, which is different, and chat, listen, FreeKeith brought something new to the table. He didn't recycle stats. He didn't recycle comments from other Knicks contributors. He came at y'all with something fresh. And I know sometimes when you hear something fresh, you're like, nah, I don't want to hear nothing fresh. Hey, bro.
Like, yo, don't worry, IQ. I see you, homie. I see how you working. Church and basketball. I see you. Like, yo, pull up to the show. Like, let the people know what you really thinking. Please.
Right. You know that my man so FreeKeith, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you brought it up just now with Quickley, I was like, what? It kind of caught me off guard because it was something new. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I watch a lot of Knicks content and create a lot of it myself. But the fact that you brought that up, I was like, yo. Okay.
That shot from range is what's gonna keep him here.
Hey, and you know what else it's gonna do? It's gonna space the floor where others can eat. Because I think what people like, if you don't score, you gotta at least get your assists up. Well, what Quickley will do if his assist numbers don't skyrocket, but by him spacing the floor with a deep range 3, opens up the rest of that. Opens up the rest of what the 47 feet in the half court, bro. Come on, the court is 94 feet cut in half. That's 97. The 47, bro. Can you imagine what happens if RJ Barrett gets driving lanes to the basket? What happens if Julius Randle doesn't have to face a double team? What happens with Obi Toppin out of that screen and roll when teams come over the top and Immanuel Quickley and Obi get a running start at the basket? That means this if Obi Toppin had hops, that means he's a lob threat all night long. And if Immanuel Quickley had some kind of shot going to the basket like a floater or something that could be uncontested, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Parrish, I hear you, but our 7 young guys aren't going to be in the second quarter. Aren't going to be in the second quarter.
Yeah.
You bugging out.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What do you think Kemba Walker's impact is going to be on one Mitchell Robinson?
It's about to be Lob City. Yo, and this is what Mitch coming back with nothing extra in his offensive bag, which I don't think is going to be the case. I think Mitch is coming back with something different in his offensive bag. But like, even with him coming back with nothing extra in his offensive bag, Kemba's assists are going to be way up off of Mitch. Way up. Like, he's getting lobs straight to the top of the backboard.
Right.
Way up.
Right. Bro. I'm so excited about
like, the more I think about it, this year is about to be fun as hell to watch, yo.
Right. It's and so FreeKeith, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. What I did was, so I took some paper and I laid out what I think were going to be positives for the Knicks this year, right? And I'm talking about
real quick. Wait, hold on, real quick. Like, yo, like, I really wish cats need to stop talking about Mitch like he was always some big kind of injury risk, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? This man had a rough year, cool, with injuries. Like, he wasn't no like historical injury risk, like, to be like, oh, as long as he could stay healthy, like, he'll be all right.
Right.
Go ahead, carry on.
And so for the record, Mitch wasn't hurt. Mitch was injured. It happens. Mitch wasn't hurt. He was injured. It's like your car. If your car ain't running, you got something going on, it won't crank up. That's one thing. But if somebody come in and crash into your car, that's something else.
All injuries ain't the same.
Right. Mitch wasn't hurt. Mitch didn't have soft tissue injuries, a nagging back. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Mitch was hurt, giving you 100%. Right? Mitch was hurt, giving you 100%. Come on, y'all. Let's be fair to Mitch. Let's be fair. And for those that know me, know I'm looking at Mitchell Robinson. No, I'm gonna pull up Mitchell Robinson game log. Y'all know how I am. When y'all talk that noise about Mitch, you know, so all about anybody, you have to find some facts to support.
The one thing that we really have to salute, and I don't know if everyone appreciates it this way, but like, yo, like, I was really thinking about the moves that we made this off season. Like, we've come out this off season as a dramatically increased team from the decent team we were blossoming into last season. We actually are now. We picked up pieces, and in the draft, we picked up pieces like that we signed. Like, we are actually head and shoulders above where we were talent wise last season, and we did all of that, and we didn't have to lose. We didn't lose one future first round pick. You know what I'm saying? We didn't lose any, and we didn't lose any hard body assets.
Right.
Dude, man, y'all have to salute this front office, man.
Right. Bro, we have to give them, we have to give them credit, bro.
And that's not even talking about Jericho.
Right. Right. I mean, bro, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this, and I said this about other bigs, and people just don't, for some reason, it don't click. So when you look at DeAndre Jordan's step from year 3 to year 4, Clint Capella's step from year 3 to year 4, Rudy Gobert's step from year 3 to year 4, Miles Turner's step from year 3 to year 4, all you saw was a huge step by third-year centers. You know what I'm saying? Usually for guards and wings, it's the step from year 2 to year 3. For bigs, it's the step from year 3 to year 4, right? Mitchell Robinson is going into his 4th season, right? And you could say, it's safe to say that Mitchell Robinson can get you 12 points, 10 rebounds, maybe 2 blocks. But Mitch, the reason why Mitch's blocks are not high is because people don't dare bring that Mitch's way.
And it's also not high. It's also not as high as it was because he's playing better defense.
Right. No doubt. So what I'm saying is I don't think Mitch will be an all-star this year, but I think he will have an all-star impact on a very good playoff team. I don't think Mitchell Robinson, I don't know if he will ever make an all-star team, but 12 and 10, right? On 70% from the field. And so FreeKeith, this is the big if. If Mitchell Robinson can get his free throw percentage into the 60s, we got a top 5 NBA big man.
That's it. That's all we need. And like people want him to shoot threes. They want him to there's certain things that you want from your center spot, and he gives us that in spades already. I don't need my center to. It's a plus if you could shoot a 3, but if everybody else is shooting threes, I just need my center to be head and shoulders at center things.
Right. I agree with you. And the reason why we beg for our center to shoot threes?
Because nobody else was doing it.
Right, exactly, bro.
Dude,
exactly.
Literally, if things work out, the numbers say from last season, our starting 5 have 4 capable cats from 3.
Right.
In pull up form, in step back 3 form, in spot up form, we have capable cats that can hit that ball from 3.
Right.
I don't need Mitch to be another one. That'd be dope. It'll be dope. But I don't in that scenario. And it's funny because this is the only scenario that I would want Ben in. Right. Ben Simmons, that conversation we was having about Ben Simmons. This is the only scenario I would want Ben in.
Right. And so here's the thing. With a Mitchell Robinson, if Mitch gets that free throw percentage into the 60s, the dynamic of Kemba, Julius, Fournier, RJ, Mitch on the floor at the same time, where you can't foul a single soul, you can't foul anybody without the risk of making them pay at the free throw line, bro. All of a sudden, you can't be handsy with us, because last year you could be handsy with us because RJ Barrett
might not hit the free throw.
Right. You could be handsy with RJ, which you know what I'm saying. You wish your shooting guard, small forward, whatever RJ's playing, could at least shoot in the 80s, right? But that's a want and not a need, because he shot 73% and he scored 18 points a game, right?
And that 73% was up from last year, from the year before.
61.
Yeah.
It was 61%, bro.
So I don't care if it was 62%. I don't care if he went up to 62%. You got to salute improvement.
Right.
Exactly. Salute improvement.
Man, exactly. Bro, I don't know where the time went. We got 90 seconds left.
Oh, snap. Damn.
I don't know where the time went, bro.
Man, I be shooting the joint with you. I be shooting the crap with you all day. I didn't even realize what time it was.
Yeah, man. The time flies by, bro. We coming up against 9:00 right now, East Coast time. I'm gonna just say my thank yous, and then I'll get out of the way and let you say your thank yous and close.
Copy.
And then, but so thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out with us. GI came in spicy, and that's the way we like it. You know what I'm saying? We call it Knicks Freestyle for a reason. FreeKeith, again, is setting the bar, leading the way, you know what I'm saying, for the Blorange Tears family. Coming in with new, fresh, hot topics. It was fire. Didn't think the IQ debate thing was gonna be that, but he came in with 2 topics. Is Kemba Walker gonna be the savior or the soldier? Got cats spicy about the Knicks, and then to top it off with some IQ, it was like getting a steak dinner. And then they like, hey, Mr. Uncle Freezy, I know that steak was fire, but would you like a vintage cigar and a 20-year-old wine with that? And I'm like, yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well, look, man. Thank you. Thanks again for supporting us. Like, thanks for chopping it up with us. Like, I'm making my point to make sure I point out y'all questions from the chat, y'all comments from the chat, even if they're butt ass crazy. But nah, for real. If you forgot though, hit that like button, drop that subscribe, hit that alert. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We love talking with y'all. Like, let's keep it going.
For sure. And on that note, we'll get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through again. The Knicks morning drive in the morning tomorrow at 8:45 ish, and the pod couple will be on tomorrow at 6:30. 6:30 tomorrow. The pod couple. Keep an eye.
This Blorange Tears Network is doing a lot for the fans. This is a lot of fan work, yo. Like, I hope y'all appreciate. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. And on that note, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, FreeKeith, have a good night, sir.
Same to you, brother.
Knicks Nation, we'll holler at y'all in the morning.